here I am at Capia, a coffee shop in downtown Sioux Falls, South Dakota. And as you can see, it is a dreary day. It is light snow that's melting and kind of chilly out. So, get me a cup of coffee, settle in, kind of just take it easy while I'm in here. Thought that I would give you some idea of downtown here and some of the places to hang out at. And Sioux Falls is a pretty nice little town to hang out in. It's not the small town that you would imagine, like just in the countryside. No, there's a population of about 180,000 here. There's rapid growth occurring, or was occurring before the pandemic. But I believe that post-COVID, Sioux Falls will be a contractor's paradise. There's plans, major plans for expanding, especially on the east side of town. So I'm here at the 10th Street in Philadelphia, or Phillips rather, Phillips and 10th. And this is kind of what it looks like downtown. It's kind of in a tourist area, so to speak. You know, there's art, there's coffee shops, there's bars downtown, there's a couple of shops, kind of like a downtown mall almost. That's pedestrian, but it's just the downtown setting itself. Now, I like coming down here on days that are kind of gloomy. Just check things out, hanging out down here. It's got quite a bit of traffic because it's downtown. And as you see also, there is Lewis Drug right across the street. So we've got a drugstore. We've got quite a bit of activity here at the intersection. People are just out and about during their lunch hour, shopping. There's a restaurant right down the street from here, though you can't see it from here. There's a restaurant down the street. It's pretty popular. It's a local eatery. I've been there myself. It's pretty good. With the current circumstances, I'm not going out that much to any places to eat or hang out in too much. But yeah, this is quite the day for coffee, for hanging out, for just settling in. And I don't come here too often. I do come here from time to time. It's the espresso bar. Of course, it looks backwards on there because I'm on the inside looking out. But, however, Sioux Falls does get quite a few out-of-state people that come in from neighboring areas such as Iowa, Minnesota. Some come from Nebraska because we're kind of located like down in the southeast corner of the state, and Nebraska is very close by. Iowa's not very far, and Minnesota's right there too. So kind of surrounded by these other Midwestern states that aren't too far to go to. So we get quite a few out-of-staters, not just out-of-towners, but out-of-staters as well. And I've only been here a little over 2 years now, since I left Denver. Denver was just congested. It was pretty well crowded, very busy. And there's a lot of people from California moving there, and it's just making everything even more crowded and more congested. So come here, it's much more laid back. Certain pharmaceuticals are not legal here like they are in Colorado, by the way. So I'll just state that. But, you know, still, I mean, This still has a growing economy here because of the business-friendly atmosphere of South Dakota as a whole. There's going to be like more houses, there's being put in, there's a residential, there's plans for more shops, more stores. Fleet Farm just came in here, moved in here sometime last year, built a huge store. There's like, and right up close to where there's a Walmart, there's like 4 Walmarts in this town. And each store that keeps coming in seems to get bigger and bigger. So that's good for contractors, it's good for commerce, it's good for consumers because of the competition. But overall, it's going to get colder here pretty soon because this is South Dakota. I lived in Wichita for a long, long time, and the seasons here and the seasons there are considerably different. It's much cooler here, much more in the way of snow. They get like 2-3 feet of snow and it piles up, and they have the equipment to get rid of it. Whereas Wichita, when I lived down there, it was like 3-4 inches of snow, and they wanted to call off school and all kinds of activities, and everybody just stayed home and panicked over what they thought was a blizzard when in fact it was just a few inches of snow. That goes to show the difference between South Dakota and Kansas. Of course, there's still a lot of severe thunderstorms here in the late summer. We get tornadoes quite a bit. Not as bad as Kansas, not near as bad as Kansas. Still is considered part of Tornado Alley, but just like on the very edge of Tornado Alley. And that's just due to the location here. Otherwise than that, if you're not afraid of severe weather and severe cold, it does get kind of hot and humid here at times in the summer, especially when there's hurricanes down in the Gulf, because they push that Gulf air, the hot, humid Gulf air, all the way up this far north. But outside of that, you're looking for a place that's a little calmer, a little laid back, with still a lot of amenities. Try Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Checking out.